Oh, I'm live. Sorry, guys. I am multitasking. I have to be on a meeting, but I recorded for y'all. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining LITE Firestarters when you have a chance. I know you guys are already at happy hour and I'm going to be there too, but let me go ahead and share with you health and wellness topic tattoos, y'all. And it's fun. And there's actually some updates since it was recorded, but please enjoy. Hello, hello. It's Tamika of Love Inspired Teach E. Remember, I believe the world needs more love. And how do we do that? We got to inspire each other. We got to teach each other so we can all evolve. So, what we're doing today, health and wellness. I would say, would you say relationships a little bit?
Yeah.
Relationships to yourself, and how you relate to others.
Self
Care for sure. So I'm here today in my home studio with Mr. Kevin. What did you say your name was again for this?
Ghosty the Tat.
Ghosty the Tattoo Man. Ghosty the Tat Man. Oh, I put it as his whole folder because y'all probably gonna be seeing him a lot. I hope that's my hope. So I'm getting a tattoo today, and we're gonna show you the whole process because I meet so many people that say they want a tattoo about something of significance in their life, or they just want art, or they want to have that experience. They want to have something brand new. And I have several tattoos, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop this so you guys can see. I have the newest one you guys should have seen is the flame, and then you can also see. Let me drop this down. I have an infinity symbol. That's a peacock one. Had nothing to do with Cardi B. And I have a lot bigger down here. And any tattoo artist, any creative I meet appreciates my art, right? So today we're focused on. I totally think it will help. And he's gonna. So I think that's a great. I gave him permission solution. To have a vision, and I asked him, what do you specialize in? But he can do anything, right? Most tattoo artists, any creative, any person can give you a stencil, let you pick off a wall, and that's how my first tat was chosen. But when you let them truly be an artist, you're gonna just tell them your sketch of your vision, like an outline of your vision, and then from there you let them take over. Or that's my approach to it, right? So you're the expert. I want you to introduce yourself, but I also want you to speak on that. So we're going to start here. Kevin, you're an amazing man I met when I was going through something, and he's shown his true colors. And that's why I was like, I really need to get you on the podcast. And I want people to understand like why you are a tattoo artist, how long you've been doing it, where you got your training, why you still do it, because you have other businesses in mind and other licenses. And he's just a phenomenal person. So go ahead and tell them about yourself aside from what I shared.
Well, hello. I'm Kevo. I started off tatting about 9 years ago. I've been drawing my whole life, so I figured it's an easy thing to get into. I started off at the shop, Ivy League Piercings and Tattoos. I'm not going to disclose the location because it's not a good place to go to at the moment.
Oh, on the podcast, he told the truth, y'all. Yeah, I love the truth all day, every day.
Sorry. But yeah, and
are you anywhere currently?
I'm wherever you are. If you hit me, I can come to you, or you can come to me. We can make it happen.
Okay. And you met me when I was going through something rough.
Yeah. Taking the kids to the beach, and I met this young lady.
Was that? He took his kid.
I was taking my kids.
I was by myself trying to get it together.
Yeah, trying to get a move together. And we got to talking, so here I am. So today, she wants flowers or a flower. Right.
I'm leaving it up to him, y'all. I'm trusting him. Because look, he's wearing a rose today. Come on now. He has flowers on himself. He's tatted himself. Like, I was like, really? He has like 3 that he didn't do, but honestly, I was like, people ask if tattoos hurt, and the artist said
After 40 tattoos, they hurt. They hurt. Yeah,
And
they
I
hurt.
told him the tattoos I've
They worth it,
gotten,
but they hurt.
they're worth it, but I told him the tattoos I've gotten didn't hurt because they're of significance and they mean a lot to me. And I didn't get that numbing cream, so I learned about numbing cream as an option. I was like, I've never done that. So today I'm trying numbing cream. He picked a new one out just for me to try out. So I feel special, so special. Like I wish I could play my bottle, but I don't want YouTube to block my stuff. So
If y'all
he's
want to see what she getting, this is
and he's gonna have music in his ear, so I'm gonna try to catch his attention as I have questions. But I had asked the question initially, though, as you're the expert. When people talk about getting their first tattoo or even their second or third, what do you hear? Because I'm telling you what my experience has been and what I've heard.
usually when people getting their first tattoo, they don't know what to get, so they always ask for help. And I say, find something that's significant, something that means something to you, and keep it going from there. If you have something that you really like, you have a favorite cartoon character, or a favorite flower, or a favorite family member, go with one of those. It's something simple and something that you won't regret, because it's always going to be something that you like.
And I don't regret any of my tattoos, so I'm glad he touched on that. So all of mine are of significance, right? Like some of them I don't want to tell y'all the significance of because I intentionally said to the artist, like people always ask and like we talked about this, they're silly questions because I'm like, I did this for me. So like for instance, I have words on me, and the funniest thing was I said I wouldn't do that. So when I did it intentionally as kind of a joke, right? Also, the most recent one has to do with the company. If you've seen the logo, which is in blue, like really tiny up on the screen in the corner, I already have an angel on me. So I just told the artist, I just want the flame. And what I liked about that artist that did this is that the flame kind of looks like a heart, but it doesn't look like a heart, but it's still the flame. And I love flowers. My grandparents had a huge house in Joliet, if you're from here, and we're both from Illinois. We're both from, well, I claim Chicago now, but if you're from the city, like you're not gonna let me claim Chicago for real, for real.
Yeah, I'm from the east side for real.
But I grew up in Naperville, Naperville in Manila, and I was born in Joliet, and I also lived in Washington State for a little bit. But to get back to the significance of the tattoos, most of these tattoos, I was going through something. Like the biggest tat that is more of a tribal design, which is also how we incorporated the flame. I had called off the biggest one, the angel. I called off my wedding engagement. The other big one is a rosary that turns into a purple heart. That's when I left my first job where I was pill pushing. I was a legal drug dealer, and I tell people that. And I feel like what my perspective on selling drugs is, I'm glad that cannabis is legal in the state of Illinois. I'm glad that we have a movement for that because there is therapeutic benefit. We talk about health and wellness. We talk about therapy. We talk about relationships. Like I met Kevin at a time where I was low, and any tattoo artist who's done art on me sees a lot of me, right? Because where you're putting it, they're seeing your body, they're seeing an intimate part of you, whether it's your body, whether it's the pain you're going through. So I never needed numbing cream before. But I noticed with this because there was rib work done, I noticed I felt it more because I was in a better place. I'm 41 years old now. I was in my 20s when I got my first tattoo. Um, and it's interesting to hear Kev say that even for him, it hurts. And I feel like I gravitate towards him because he's healed in a lot of ways I haven't. And even today, we had a real conversation before we started. We were watching another podcast. Shout out to In the Zone, the first podcast I was ever on. B. Foss, Chantel, love y'all. And also shout out to Brian Gorman of Bronzeville Podcast Studio because we keep it local, right? I just want to support my community. I'm black and yellow all day, and people try to one drop rule me. I hate that. I'm Asian. I was raised by the Asian side of my family. I know the Statesville side, or I know, the White Sox winning team life, and it hurt. And so I'm gonna get this tat. It's beautiful. I appreciate him for creating something special for me. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if you want to walk them through
Let's
every
go.
step or you just want to vibe. What would you
I'm just
prefer?
gonna vibe. I'm gonna let y'all see how I get down. Maybe the next podcast I'll be y'all step for step.
And we'll get music from like DJ J Cool or somebody where I don't have to worry about being flagged, but he's gonna get in his zone and I'm gonna get in mine, and we'll show you how it's done. Did you decide where you're gonna put it exactly? So I can.
Found a little spot, probably right in between here.
Okay. So you want me to sit?
Yeah, that's good.
Don't mind my little stress belly, okay? All right. So babe, I need this. Okay. Yes, I call him babe because, like I said, I spread love. But yes, we are together. We are together. I claim him. I'm special. He's special to me. I hate that it has to be so quiet. Like I could put classical music on. Do you want that? He'll have his music.
I'm on, dude. I don't know about you, baby.
I'll be on my own over here.
Well,
Babe, this is in the camera. You see that? But that's okay, babe. I have to talk. I have to. Oh, y'all, seriously though, for booking, I want y'all to know. I'm gonna keep this on ticker at the bottom. Somebody's trying to hit me up when I'm recording. Oh, that's tie tie. Um, how do I? I don't know how to decline on iPhone. Y'all, you know I struggle with this new 13. Huh? Slide. Y'all, the struggle is real for me with this. But I'm a texter on podcast. Oh no! Call your dog, y'all. You know I'm at home studio today, so bear with me. So hopefully y'all can see. We might need to take this off this stand we have it on, or I might need a binder to. Let me prop this up, okay? He even coached me on like I was like I have to change clothes. He's like, no, you just have to cover up your tatas. I was like, I can do that. I learned that lesson the hard way a couple times now. All right. All right. I think you guys have a view. And pardon me while I try to learn how to do with numbing cream because he said it's still I'll still feel it, y'all. And I got to go to the supply shop today, and it was cool to watch. Oh, the phones, y'all.
Sit in the chair.
Wait, hold on.
All
right, sit in the chair, but where's the other phone? And I can't move, so.
My family was coming on the other side so they could see. I'm gonna put my stencil on first.
Speak up, baby.
So I'm gonna come on the other side so they can see, but I'm just trying to put my stencil on first.
So a friend called me. Hey, Tai Tai. So hey, I see you with your hookah. Wait, is it hookah? No. But anyway, we're doing health and wellness. So, girl, I'm like, this is not how I normally. Is that who was on the other phone number? All right. So this is me and how I distract myself. Even at the other shop, I was on my phone because the needle is going into your skin, y'all. It is. But he's just putting the stencil on so I can see where it's positioned. I'm giving him a lot of trust. Oh, I like that. Okay, babe.
Ready?
I'm ready. And this is is a swirly chair, y'all, so I'm nervous because I don't want to move. You do not want to move because it will affect your art. You can see?
Lean on something. Switch chairs. You want this chair?
I want to pour more sangria in my I want to pour more sangria. And some places will tell you not to, or they want you to hydrate, or they just don't want you to be mad that you got a tattoo while you were drunk. I'll be honest. Like, that's really what it comes down to.
I mean, it's cool to drink while you're getting a tattoo. Just make sure you're somewhat sober while you're making this decision of what you're getting. That's what a lot of people fuck up. They come in the shop already drunk, don't even know what they want to get. Fucking up.
Don't F up, y'all. If you have kids and they listen, cover their ears because we grown here. Funny thing is, Kevin's younger than me, but he's older than me. I like people who have old souls. And pardon my hair, y'all. I didn't feel like flat ironing it. It's hot in Chicago.
Looking at your kitchen.
Why are we looking at? What are you looking at? Oh, my hair. Got it. The black part, I'm telling y'all, I had to learn it in college. I learned a lot in college about black people because I grew up mostly with my Filipino side. So, like I said, I know my black side. Don't get me wrong. I met one of my brothers. Did I tell you? Yeah, I met one of my brothers for the first time this year. I'm 41 years old. He's 39, and we met for the first time. Oh, this is way better with this numbing cream, y'all. You see some numbing cream. And I feel like he's adding more fine lines to my tattoo area, which I like. Dog, y'all. Dog, and put the gate up. Bring the babies down. Cover your face, Michaela. My son is in his underwear. That's how I used to, as a kid, that's how I used to do it. Like, in the summer, you run around halfway naked if it's real hot. No, I'm serious. But my son, I sometimes feel like he's a nudist, and I'm like, did I do that? I might have a little bit, because I'm very free-spirited, which gets me in trouble. And it's not always good trouble, y'all. Not always. I felt like you're going to learn today. I'm trying not to repeat lessons, though, so I'm going to learn it. When I say the babies, my dog had puppies, so they're not real babies. They're puppies. You see you guys now in the video. The dog! Lilia, go down. And put the gate up.
So you can put back in the gate?
He has to put the gate up. Yes, you're supposed to cover your face, babe.
Lilia, Ben!
They can see you on camera. Michaela, you need to get a hat, a mask, something. I just don't want to edit. Lilia, go down. The puppies aren't down?
They are. Lilia, Ben! Can't see nothing. Look, I can never see on camera.
If you guys have watched the podcast, you already know why my daughter can't be on camera. Again, relationships, y'all. That type of stuff what makes this easy.
Oh, Lilia's so after you.
You like what you do?
Yeah, that's one of the better jobs I've ever had. For one, it's for myself. I work for myself, and it's something I like to do. Like to draw. I like art. I always like art.
Do you think people realize it's art? You're too loud and you know I'm recording. This is home studio, y'all. Bear with us. Do you like going into people's homes to do it?
Not all
Not
the time.
now. Not all
You
the
said, do
time.
I like going to their home?
Yes.
Not all the time. It depends on how clean the person is, honestly. I've had bad experiences.
I don't have to put people's business out there, but I'm gonna ask them off screen. You didn't put your other shirt on. Did you need to do it like
No,
that?
it's like
My kids made me use my tennis box. So one day he's gonna have his own private studio. And also we're talking. I've been trying to convince him to do a henna tattoo and real tattoo party for those people that are just like trying to get into it and understand.
stuck in between.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I think it will be really fun. It's just a matter really of dates and location at this point because I've been really struggling to find venues because this pandemic life. Would you say more people got tattoos or not so much because of the economics of it?
Man. Well, during the pandemic, I guess the people who could get tattoos, who weren't scared to come outside and get them, because I wasn't going to nobody. They had to come to me.
And the economics of tattoos, it's not inexpensive or cheap. So how would you say your pricing fares with the people that you've learned from or like other shops that are like on TV or whatever?
I'm sorry. One more time.
How would you say your prices fare with other shops or like people on TV and just in that regard?
One very reasons I work on my clients heavy. You know, everybody on it fortunate.
But today's price is not tomorrow's price, right?
Absolutely.
So we have big goals, and I want y'all to understand he's growing a business. He's not gonna sacrifice what he needs for his business to grow and for his family to thrive. Right? Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
And no person that is in business should ever do that. So if you're an entrepreneur and you give too much stuff away for free, I'm telling you right now, stop that. But you have to know your clientele. And what I like about Kevin is he knows his clientele. And he also knows those who are probably going to be longtime customers. And when I asked him, you know, who he works with and how he decides to work with people, I think it sounds like he has a more experienced clientele that know he's the artist. And picking a stencil is cool. He'll let you do that. But once you get hooked on tattoo, you're gonna probably let them do their thing because you trust their art, you trust their creativity. Is that fair?
Yep. I work with you the best as I can.
And he's so soft spoken. He just said he'll work with you the best that he can.
Yeah. My bad, Joe.
He pretends he's soft spoken, but I'm learning. I'm learning a lot because he's really not.
I am. I am.
Okay.
I really am.
When he has something important to say, though.
Oh yeah, when I need to be heard, you don't hit me.
I heard him today, y'all. I heard him today. I was like, oh, good thing you tagged me because I'm gonna be like, I heard him loud and clear. Because I said we touched on relationships, so.
I'm cool, but I don't play.
So when I talk about flowers, and he mentioned caricatures as well. So don't let me lead you to only one thing. Don't pigeonhole me. Flowers resonated with me because my grandmother loved gardening. Um, I find flowers are beauty in all cultures. Most people respond well to flowers. But when it comes to caricature, I was telling him I would totally do a Tasmanian devil because him and I bonded over also he has a nice fun side and he every time I see him I feel like he got a cartoon of some sort on. Is that intentional?
Kinda. I like my graphic t-shirts.
And what I also like is we held back on doing a lot of stuff when we were prepping for the podcast to show you guys the full process. But he likes to be efficient with his time. So if you want to be in and out, I know that he'd respect that as well. And if you guys know me, my last tat, I was in and out in I think under an hour. And that's because again, I went to an experienced tattoo artist that I used like 10 years ago as well for to add flowers to my angel Leilani. And the first shop I went to was huge in Chicago, but I was talking to the artist as it was getting done, and they were telling me how they were treated. So to his point about where he was at and where he was saying not to go, you should really do your research on the shop or the artist itself.
Absolutely.
Because I want to go support a business that treats its employees right, you know, that lets them grow, that pays them properly, that cares that they're thriving. Seriously, y'all, I've been missing out on this numbing cream because I know that I would feel this 10 times more right now. So that's a total recommend. And unless you're going through it and it's like something to heal you. And I also talked to some people too about some people just like pain. Literally on the podcast we were watching, they were talking about the BDSM, and I've heard of that. But why was I thinking like a big woman or something? And then they're like bondage. That's like you're right. Bondage, domination, all that kinky stuff. But I think it's funny that y'all can't see my face because I do feel it. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I know I've had enough taps to know like this is nothing. Like if you see how thick my tribal ones are, you would know this is like the fine art. Like yes, I need to start doing more of those. How many like cover up art taps have you done?
Have I done?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Man, I'm doing a lot of cover.
Is that because a lot of people regret their tattoos, or is it because they just want to change?
I want to say a little both because I've done a lot of cover ups and mostly names.
That's why I'll never put a full name on my body. I say that all the time. But then God's gonna correct me. Watch y'all. I'm gonna have somebody's name on me.
And I just saying some big ass names.
Well, you remember Nick Cannon and Mariah? His crap was huge,
Yeah, he got her whole face.
and then she got a little tiny butterfly. I was like, this is funny to me. Have you ever tatted any celebrities? I'm just curious.
No, I haven't.
Do you want to? Would you?
I would. Yeah.
You've met a lot of
I've
celebrities,
met a
y'all. Don't
lot
get
of
me
them.
wrong. That's part of why I asked. Chicago is
No,
a
but
big little city, just so
yeah,
y'all know.
yeah, I've met a lot of these celebrities on the different precincts. So,
And they knew you were a tattoo artist.
no, they did.
Why not,
Once
babe?
again,
You weren't promoting you weren't promoting yourself?
so a few of them that I met, I wasn't even chatting at the time.
We really want to get him a different pen. So I'm excited for the next tat to see like the different tools and the difference in the art and how that works out. So you're happy with this Who you're working
That's the
on?
one I just got yesterday.
Oh yeah, he had to get a new one yesterday, y'all. I felt for him when he told me that. So what made you talk to me when like so I had to think really hard about it because I'm a friendly person and I was trying to remember if I spoke to him first or he spoke to me first and he corrected me because he spoke to me first. So do you find that when we talk about health and wellness and therapy, do you find that as a tattoo artist it gives you more compassion?
Um, somewhat. Somewhat. It depends on the person. I'm always trying to feel some energy, feel somebody's energy up. And a lot of times it don't go according to plan. So
God has his own plan. So, what made you decide to talk to me? Because actually, the funny thing, y'all, is he was like, you don't have any tats?" So I was like, "Oh, you gotta see the other side."
yeah. I introduced myself as a tag man, but I didn't see her with any tattoos until she turned to the other side. So she was a little lit.
A little. I had just gotten the flame, y'all. So I do enjoy my tattoos, but if you watch the show, you know my finances. I had a variable cost I couldn't control. And for the art I didn't want any little stuff. Like, oh, the other thing we talked about with the tattoo parties, like 10 years ago when I was going to tattoo parties, you could get a free tat, but it was tiny. And that's not what I wanted. So I was like, I'm not doing that. I know what I want. Hey, can I grab that? The phone? I don't want to move on it. Hey, I'm getting a tattoo right now. Can I talk to you later? Um, Yeah, that was funny to me because he's like, "You don't have any art." I was like, "Pardon me." Say that again. Let me show you something.
Like, oh, who you talking to?
But he really caught me in a moment, though. I was just like, "Dude, I'm just trying to sit and chillax on this beach, and I have a hookah." And I was just like, "The hookah's not working for everything sucks." And he made me feel better, y'all. I got to meet his son, and we just chatted for a little bit, but they were getting ready to leave. So I, of course, asked him, "Would you ever go on a podcast?" And here we are. And he's done so many things for me that I say to people all the time, like, I miss the days when people genuinely just did things for the right reason, you know? Like, you shouldn't do things with the expectation you're going to get something out of someone, but you can hope. Don't get me wrong, you can hope because here we are. And I wanted to invest in him and what he's doing. He's part of the community I'm in. Like, we both live around here, and that's another thing we talk about. And I like being by the beach and by the water. And even when we went to the supply shop, we were like, we're not by the water. And it's hot.
I did say that.
And it's hot.
It's hot.
There's no water that freezes off.
The water, I felt like Nemo.
Don't make me laugh while you're doing that. Alright, I'm happy to hear that because I don't want my tattoo to be like, oh, we gotta shade or we gotta do all this. Wait, so when that happened, the supply place was still open?
What?
You had to find a place that was still open when it broke?
Yeah. That's not the first time.
I know, I figured that. So are we on any bone right now at all? Or no?
For real.
Or really? He acts like that's nothing. I was like, this one feels a little different. That's why I asked.
I mean, it's whole tattoos on the back of your head.
Oh, is it? Y'all have a high pain tolerance. When I had my children and I was having contractions, they was, do you know you're having contractions? I was like, I am.
Numbing cream works.
No, but
She talking about she got a high pain tolerance.
but I do because remember all the other tests I didn't.
Yeah.
He's trying to take my shine and take my credit. So I was trying to give myself a little credit.
I'm sorry. No, she's G,
No, but this is like I said, this is easy. Just so y'all know.
She taking
I like that. I knew when Kev came on that he would have the right energy because some of y'all come on the podcast real dry. like it's a happy hour podcast. People be real dry. I'm like, where's my drink?
Yeah, if I wasn't so focused on my fast, I'd be a little bit more late.
He tells me all the time he's goofy too. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm a good guy.
Anyone who likes cartoons has a little fun in them. I love it. People lose the kid inside themselves. When we talk about relationships, your relationship with yourself is so key.
Man, it's important. Get you first. Get you first.
And he's like really accepting. I asked him, I was like, you do know I'm like going through something, right? And he was kind of like, yeah, I know, but you'll be all right with me because I've been through it too. But it doesn't make it okay to like, even though you're going through something, it's critical to know like I was telling you about how with my kids they've been so understanding, but I don't want to take stuff out on them either, you know. Or your significant other, or your mom, or your dad, or your dog, or your cat, you know. I'm not a cat person either. And I'm a woman, and they say we catty creatures, but I'd be like, that's why they like selected which kitty cats come around.
All cat ain't good for it.
No, all energy is not good energy either. I appreciate you though. I really do. I hope you know that.
Likewise, I like it.
You see on my wall, guys, you've seen it. Positive energy. That's what I've been looking for. I've been trying to steer clear of the toxicity and negative energy because it finds me. I feel like, God, why do you keep sending them my way?
No comment.
And he's not that. I'm not saying he's that. That's why I know I gravitated towards him in spite of it all.
I'm toxic too, right?
He's toxic with the wrong people. But you should be. Can we keep it real? We had this conversation, right? Some people deserve that. You're not gonna treat us any type of way. And even if you do, I come from a baseball family. I try to be like, you get 3 strikes. My kids get way more. I feel like, God, I made these people, these little mini me's. So everybody deserves a chance, but some people take a long time to learn some lessons. I'm like, God, I really don't want this to be on repeat no more. So tell me in plain English what I did and how to correct it in plain, clear English for me. And the crazy thing is, me and him are talking about something, and I showed him this image that pops up on Facebook, and I hate Facebook because I'm like, y'all really be watching this?
You be listening. Facebook be listening.
I swear to God.
Facebook, FBI.
It really is though. Instagram, all of them. I'm like, stop listening to me. Let me be me and figure it out.
Hell no, help. We gonna help. We gonna help.
They want us to act right. I'd be like, I want to play music though. Fuck a royalty. And you guys have to be patient with yourself and others, but that doesn't mean being patient with yourself and others doesn't mean letting people step all over you, right? It means understanding the situation, assessing what your boundaries are. Like, let's talk about it. Boundaries are real, they're important, and you can move the goalpost. Shit, you can adjust the boundary, change the foul line. Life is not a game, but if you need an analogy, there's one for you. I mean, you're very experienced. What more would you say? Because he's also grown up around a lot of women, and I find that men. 'Cause I grew up in a very masculine household. I have four brothers. I find that men who understand women typically were raised by not just one single mom. Okay, I had that
I
experience.
had three of them. Three mothers and a grandma.
And I really genuinely know that that made a difference in the way he treats me. And I love that. But not everyone has that. My son has me and his sister, sometimes his grandmother, and his great grandmother, my grandmother. But there's an ebb and flow to it because these kids are busy, and I'm busy. He's busy. We're trying to build and grow businesses and have our own. We want to live in the land of the free, but it doesn't feel free right now,
Don't feel
especially
free
in
at
the
all.
pandemic. Woo! Talking about curfew. I was like, the hell do you mean I'm on a curfew? I'm grown. The hell do you mean I gotta wear a mask to do what? But COVID is real. I do believe that. I don't know about you.
I'm in between. I ain't gonna lie to you. I believe population control is real.
I believe that too. Yes, sir.
Mom, can I have some?
No, you know that. You acted up too many times today. Go get in the shower downstairs. I'm tired of seeing you in your underwear. Go put your pajamas on, please.
Yeah.
Parenting, man, it never ends.
Naked babies.
Babies come out naked, but I don't want to see his little mini dingling all day long. I don't.
With Tarzan, baby.
Mm-hmm. They're like, mommy, I got my loincloth. No, I don't. We're not in that jungle environment. What's the name of that cartoon? The Jungle Book? The Jungle Book, yes.
Jungle Book or Tarzan.
Boys are a trip though. Man, I had four brothers and this one still reminds me. I'm like, how did I survive? I have to tell his sister that's how boys are. And don't get you a boy if you're dating. Oh God. I used to say I could train him. I'm like, I don't want to train nobody. No more. I'm done with that mess. But we're both raising sons over here, and I have some friends that they're funny acting about Black Lives Matter, partly because they're talking about Blue Lives Matter. I'm like, they're two separate things. Like, but my black son, I'm scared for him.
I don't know what a blue light is.
All I know is, yes, all lives matter, but our lives, I'm sorry, all colored people's lives, because I'm more than one color. I was telling Kevin today, I was like, you know, I'm gonna turn yellow when the sun goes away. He was like, that's okay. I was like, you're right, because I can't do not a damn thing about it other than travel. And with the pandemic, I'll be like, God, I really want to go somewhere. When are you gonna end this mess? In due time. I'm like, God, you know I'm impatient. He's like, I know. Sit your ass down. Kevin says it all the time. Sit your ass down. He tried to make me take a nap the other day. I was like, it's not time yet. I got shit to do. I tried, y'all. I had a lot on my mind. That was podcast day. That was yesterday. I had podcast prep, lost a lug nut. Kevin's still behind. Like, I got a nut.
I got the nuts you lost.
Can we have fun with it? Because I'm getting attacked, y'all. You gotta laugh and have fun while you're doing this. And that's what I love about tattoo shops. If there's one thing I will say about a tattoo shop, those are like the livest, like most fun, like free spirited, like, yeah, we're gonna put this art on you. You know, like, I don't know. I don't worked in more shops than I probably experienced. I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4 shops.
I've only worked in 2.
So the first one wasn't any fun.
Nope.
Why is that?
It was unprofessional. It wasn't that it wasn't fun. It was all shops are gonna be fun, but it was unprofessional.
In business
In
ways
business,
or
yeah, business wise, when you're working at a tattoo shop, you shouldn't be in you shouldn't have to get your own supplies. You know that comes with working at the shop. You know, like what am I paying a percentage for?
I do. That makes sense to me. And y'all know I had an issue where I was working recently where I was like, there's some things going wrong here. You sell insurance and I don't have insurance for health? We won't name no names because I sure did get a letter that I was like, that's what I was looking for. Thank God, praise Jesus, because otherwise he was going to get the curse out for real. Matter of fact, end of this month, I should be getting cut a check. I almost wonder, no, it's the end of this month. Get your checks, y'all. Shoot. Don't ever play those games. Don't sacrifice your well-being and yourself over some company. You know they don't care. They care that you're working, but don't let them, I don't know. I can't put it into words right now.
When you working for other people, just remember you're just a number.
Pretty much. But if you're at the right place, let me correct that because I tell people all the time, I'm an honest person and I'm going to tell you, you're wasting your money with me if you didn't provide. I literally had a business call today. I was like, you paid me, but you didn't provide me with what I need. And that's for this week. So that's on you for wasting your money because I'm sure I'm going to be like next week, don't be mad because I didn't have what I needed. And the agreement was X, Y, and Z. You want me to modify the agreement because you didn't meet your half of the obligation? I think that's a personal problem. And I'm really excited for Kev's shop because when he was showing me his room and the lighting, I was like, oh, that's cool. So I can only imagine when he gets his private shop what it's going to be.
Oh man, it's gonna be dope.
I already know, but they need to know. So again, we're going to do a commercial break while he's still working. You guys are on YouTube right now or the Facebook business page. Please like, subscribe, comment, ring the notification bell. And when I say buy merch, that means you need a book with Kevin. That means you can buy a t-shirt, you can purchase consulting services for your business. I don't do relationship coaching, y'all, because I clearly have some issues to work through. I put my business out there. I have issues to work through, and I own them. Be accountable though. Because you have your fair share of the blame to take on.
Absolutely, we are. Shit happens though.
And it's okay because we'll give you some grace, but we are going to. Remember the signs when they had penny, like little penny jars? Need a penny, take a penny, but if you need 4 or more, get a job. Why does it feel like you might be almost done, babe? Yay! See what I'm saying about efficiency and professionalism and quality work and experience. I mean, he told y'all how many years he's been doing it. Remind him again, baby.
What?
How many years he's been?
7 or 8.
But mind you, he's always been sketching, right?
Been sketching, drawing my whole life.
His whole life he's been drawing.
I was that kid getting into my work and being in the back of class on drawing.
And he drew on me before we started. I love it. I love creativity. I love that we own who we are. And I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. And at church, at Sunday school for my daughter, they had the lesson about that. And her Sunday school teacher raved about her. They were like, I want to come to your house. Because Michaela taught the lesson today. She said, my mom told me I'm imperfectly perfect. and that's okay because God's still gonna love me. And I was like, yes, I told her that because she watches her mommy go through it, and my daughter gets anxiety, and I have to coach her through it. We do we do deep breaths and counting. I meditate, but I don't force my kids to necessarily meditate. I use the Calm app. Y'all hear me love on the Calm app, love on my daily Jay Shetty, but LeBron James is on there. And I don't get paid to promote the Calm app. I legit love it. And when I tell y'all on this podcast, I share with y'all all the things I love, the people I love, my friends, my significant other, my children to an extent. And it's uncomfortable, y'all, to share my personal life with you, but I do it anyway because I trust in God and I really hope and believe that whether it's God or Buddha or what Allah, whatever, what Martin Luther say, whatever God or maybe it was Will Smith, whatever God you pray to, I know He's got my back, my front, my side, my everything, and I pray to God all the time for a partner. And some partnerships end bad, and I never want that to be the case for me. But reality is, it's gonna happen where it's a bad ending, and just chalk it up to that. It's a bad ending, and one day it'll resolve itself. But it doesn't have to be under my terms because I gotta let go like God, and I struggle with that because I have control issues. But don't we all? We have control issues, baby. He doesn't. I'm gonna answer for him. I love that about him. He is, and it throws me off, y'all. He's like a breath of fresh air because I was like, I've never met anyone like you.
Shit gotta really be going out of control for you to want to be in control of that shit. Like life threatening.
But
as you can see, get the fuck out the car.
right, but the puzzle piece of it all, I'm like me and him talked about me going blind because I hate that I can't remember a lot right now, and it's because I'm overloaded. I remember stuff. Don't get me wrong. I also use my tools. I have calendar reminders. Like it was funny because today an alarm went off, and I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh crap, Michaela has piano." I was like, "Hey, we gotta go to the piano." And I didn't tell him about it, but I was like, man, praise God for technology and the reminder. Because man, would I have been in court like, see what happened with us. I feel like God has blessed me and finally heard my prayers, and I tell Kevin this. You have to be specific with your prayers. So we talk about health and wellness, we talk about tax-free therapy, we talk about self-care. So I can't put banners down right now, but find what resonates with you for your therapy, whether it's gardening, whether it's tattoo, whether it's drawing and art, caricature, flowers. Um, Now y'all gotta drink in moderation. We at happy hour, but all things in moderation, y'all. If you go in excess, you probably gonna mess something up and get a cover up tattoo from Go See the Tap Man. I'm say it again. Go See the Tap Man. That's who you're gonna get it from, right here.
Yup, all of it.
I have a few other artists I totally love, but this is about Go See the Tap Man. And we are supposed to pick a nonprofit, so um, I know a lot of nonprofits, but I want you guys to go out and find the one that resonates with you. I don't know any that are specific to tattooing, but I'm a rape survivor, so if you ever follow me in April, I have multiple businesses. Um, I'm an ambassador for several businesses. Um, don't mind my okay? Because I'm a little nice right now. But as a rape survivor and a domestic violence survivor, I'm going to ask you guys to check out RAIN, the Rape Abuse Incest National Network, or the NSVRC, which is the National Sexual. Y'all look that one up. I know RAIN for real, because I speak for free about being a rape survivor because I don't ever want to get paid for that horrendous experience. And Kevin and I have talked about, like, no man should ever take from you something that is part of your soul and spirit. And
Don't be a coward, fellas. Just go beat your meat.
Or find someone who will let you pay them to, like, they need that money. Go find Big Pimpin' to help you. I don't care. Don't.
Just go beat your meat. Don't rape them. Don't take shit.
Or if you're gonna hit me, no, I'm gonna hit your ass back. Cause I've been through it.
Smack ass, not bitches.
And I can be a babe in total control herself, or I can be a bitch. I can be a dog. I'll be that female dog that you want to kick and beat. And mind you, I studied martial arts, y'all. I studied Hapkido, Capoeira. When people see me do my high kicks, they always do a second look, and I'm like, it's not for you to know. I want to be a ninja, but Japanese people are a little secretive and they real tight with their circle, and I respect that. But you're not gonna disrespect me and mine. And I've disrespected people and I've apologized. But the fact of the matter is, you have to consistently not just show through actions, but you have to show by learning the lessons. And that takes time. And if any of y'all have ever met me in person, I'm impatient, and I'm not gonna blame being a tourist. I want things done so I can get back to playing. I like to play. And I love that Kevin is goofy. I love that you can do caricature. Hello, let me plug my baby. Caricature and flowers. Like, let's appreciate our lives. Let's appreciate beauty. And don't need a tattoo just for pain. Like, I don't recommend that shit. It's just that was my life. That's my story. I don't want it to be yours. I want to love on you. I want to inspire you. I want to teach you. I want us to evolve. And we have so many tools. We have streaming. We have podcasting. We have iPads. We have Android. We have tablets. We have Amazon. We got Siri. We got Alexa. We got all these tools. You have all this information at your fingertips. Why ask somebody who doesn't care, not a darn, not a damn, not a dime about you? Use your resources, but do your research, because everything on the internet is not always true. But you can check the receipts and the facts on my podcast. I bring real people here. And I don't mind if they check me, because I need checking sometimes. We all do. Where are we at, babe? No, minutes, babe. On the podcast. I can go past an hour. Okay, so you'll see the finished product, but I can go an hour and 5, but we'll show you all the rest later. But we appreciate y'all. Any closing thoughts, babe? This is where he's at. He's putting color on it. Peace and love. But I'm gonna give him another 7 minutes. But I want y'all to understand that I did this not because I love sharing my life and who I'm with and whatnot, because he's private and I'm learning to be more and more private because I've been burned and hurt so many times. But I did this because I really do believe the world needs more love. How do we do that? We got to inspire. We got to teach each other. We got to evolve. And I'm a firm believer in my church telling me that my light will shine even through a crack. If we don't make excuses, we're definitely going to find a way to make change happen. So again, my nonprofit that I'm gonna promote because I was raped and I've been through domestic violence. I've been through some other things, but everybody has a story. But the nonprofit I have consistently supported over the years is RAIN, the Rape Abuse Incest National Network, and the NSVRC. And also, as far as mental health goes, there was an organization in Wisconsin. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like basically NI8. It gave me a therapist that I never told the court about, and I kind of regret that. The court always wants to know you're in therapy. So if you want to learn from my mistakes, I should have told them I was getting help from NAMI, National Alliance for Mental. I don't know. Look it up, NAMI.org. But I've done so much
Thank
therapy.
you all who
I
have
don't
followed them. Thank
recommend
you.
therapy. I recommend coaching. But if you need therapy, I'm not gonna knock you. Just find the right therapist. Because my therapist Kevin, he knows what he's doing, and y'all can't be in the bedroom with him. So his chat with you will definitely be once we get his studio situated. That's where it will be, or at your house, or at his house. I mean, at his studio. Because let's face it. Let's face it. No, let's face it. The pandemic forced us in our houses, forced us to make business in our homes, right? So somebody looking for me. So we're wrapping up this podcast. Can I call you in a minute? The recording I told you I was doing for next week. He's tagging me right now. I recorded it so next week I can hang at anywhere, but we're in the last 2 minutes because StreamYard or somewhere you can only do like an hour. So I'm trying to wrap it. I didn't. There's not. I'm not sure if there's a link, but we're in the last 2 minutes. But we're gonna end it because we're at 58 minutes. We're at an hour one. I'll just send you the recording. But if y'all want to know, I'm talking to Ty Ty. No, we're just recording, private recording. Alright. I love her. She's so supportive. She wants to like comment and be a part of everything. And Tai Tai again, she's like someone who was like on the fence about Kevin, and both her and Kevin appreciate each other. I love it. So we're gonna end here. But I want you guys. It's been on the ticker IG ghosty_tats. Really, we keep it real. He's got reasonable prices right now, but I kid you not. The 90-day plan, the 30-day, 60-day, 90-day plan. Don't expect his prices to stay where they're at. Because if I have anything to say about it, my baby's gonna be straight faster than most people. So you guys have a great night. Love Inspired TG, and don't forget, go see the Tapman's hooking me up.
Hey.
All right.